All right, everyone, we are first joined by defender Bree Martinez. Bree, first off, a tough, hard point on the road. Just give us your initial thoughts following the match.
Yeah, I think obviously we always want to walk away from every game with 3 points. So disappointed that we only got one, but also a good thing that it was on the road and we were able to get one out of it. So I think our effort was there. Just technically, I think we could have been a little bit better. We could have kept the ball. I think we were defending a lot of the game. So I think moving into our next game, just really tuning up on our touches and passes for sure.
This is the first point gained by an opposing team here this season. So, I mean, that's definitely something to be proud of. Does that go into the thought a little bit, or is it just straight kind of disappointment that it wasn't there for the taking?
I think a little bit of both. I think proud to be the first team to kind of give them a tough game at home, but also disappointed because I think we know that we could have beat them and walked away with 3. So.
Anna had a couple big saves. Can you just kind of speak on her performance and what it's like to know that she's behind you, man in the net pretty much?
Yeah, I mean, she's awesome. I think as a defender, knowing that she's behind me, her communication is really good and helps me, makes my job easier. So she had a really big night, had the shutout, which was good. So really good performance from her.
And kind of going back to the feeling after the game, do you think, the feeling of a disappointing draw comes from the culture that's been built here? Does it stem from the players? Just where do you guys get that kind of feeling at?
I think we know how we can play. I think we've seen our best soccer so far, and I don't think we played our best soccer tonight. So I think that's where the disappointment is coming from, because I think we know that we could have played better soccer tonight. So.
Great. Thank you for the time, and safe travels back.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, next we are joined by midfielder Angelina. Angelina, hard-fought point here on the road. Just give us your initial thoughts after the match.
Yeah, it was a really tough game, really physical. I think we did a great game. First and second half, we were great at possessing. Just on the final third, I think we didn't do as well today. Didn't get the end product, so we're kind of frustrated with that. But I think the team itself did pretty good.
And now you made your return to the pitch, first time back after an injury. Just give us your thoughts about stepping back on the pitch, all the hard work you put in to get back to this moment. What did that feel like?
Yeah, I just want to thank the staff and my teammates. They were there for me the whole way. It was like 5 weeks to get back on the field, and I just feel great. They gave me like a great support during my recovery. I feel healthy and I feel great on the field.
That's great. And we talked about, you said you're disappointed. What does that disappointment stem from? A lot of teams aren't able to come here and get a point, but you guys are disappointed that you got a point. Is that a culture thing? Is that just the locker room? What's that like?
It's definitely a culture thing. I think this year we just been striving for the wins everywhere we go. It doesn't matter if it's away or at home. We came here to win, to get those 3 points. And like I said, we did a great first half and second half. So that's why we're kind of frustrated to not get the 3 points out of here.
And talk about maybe is there a little bit of pride in the fact that you were able to get the point? Is it kind of a mix of obviously the disappointment, but there's got to be some relief to get a point on the road compared to some of the matches that were last year here?
Yeah, for sure. We're obviously proud of the team, of our effort to get 1 point away. That's a big thing too in this league. We know that it's not easy to get points on the road. So the team is kind of frustrated that we didn't get the win, but also we know that our standards are really high. That's why we keep striving for the 3 points and the wins, but we obviously are grateful too for the point on the road.
Great, thank you, and congratulations again on getting back out there. All right, finally, we're joined by head coach Seb Hines. Seb, hard-fought point on the road. Just give us your initial thoughts after the match.
So I'll say the positives are, a point on the road. It's probably something we would have taken before the game. No other team has done that against North Carolina. Clean sheet as well, shutout. Really important we start to get that going as well. But I think, after the game, it's almost a bittersweet taste in our mouths because we felt that we played really well. We were really aggressive with our press, caused a lot of troubles for North Carolina, a lot of turnovers. And I think, after all of it, we have to reward ourselves with a goal. Countless amount of opportunities to score, and I think on another day we probably take them. And so that will probably be the reflection this week going into the Utah game next week.
And now this is almost the second week in a row where you go to a very hostile place, a difficult place to play, get a draw, and it almost seems like a disappointment. What does that stem from? Is that just a culture you guys have built? Where does that come from?
Absolutely. I think, you can go back here, last year, it was catastrophic results, both 5-0 and 3-0. And, we remember those times. We haven't always had a great experience here, but, the evolution of this team is that they feel like they can go out there and get 3 points at any venue. And so it's no change when we come to North Carolina. We're going after it this year, and you can see the determination with the players, their attitude, the competitiveness is first class. I thought the back line was brilliant tonight, midfield, in front, the forward pressing as well. It's a really good togetherness with everything that we did tonight. But again, we want to reward ourselves by putting the ball at the back of the net.
You talk about rewarding yourself, and you talked about the chances. Is there something that you can maybe point out that contributes to that, or is it just one of those not our night kind of things?
Yeah, I think we'll review it when we get home. We talked at halftime when we're getting in those positions. Can we have a little bit more desire to get into the box? Early on we had a really good opportunity. Another day, Mark probably goes the other side. We had a few balls in behind where we're in crossing positions. Can we have a little bit more, determination to get into the box? So we identified that. We spoke to the players, and you could see there was a change in the second half. Getting into those dangerous areas, and then lastly, can we get shots at goal? Can we make the goalkeeper work a little bit harder? And so that will be the finishing touch on it.
And finally, you talked earlier in the week about maybe doing 2 full halves, completing 2 full halves. Do you feel like you're getting there with this match? Again, getting that hard point. Do you think that the components are there to put those 2 great halves together?
I thought we were outstanding throughout the whole game. I think there was a few moments where the momentum shift, but it didn't last for too long. And so that was very pleasing that we managed to put 2 good halves together. And also, I've said in the past that goals change games and goals change behaviours. So recently we've been going up in games, and then the second half has changed because of the behaviours of the other team. And so we never got ourselves in that position in the first half, not through a lack of effort or trying. But yeah, I would say tonight was a pretty close to a complete performance without actually getting the final result.
Great. Thank you, Seth. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.